Well, good morning.
Good morning, Julianne. How are you on week number 16
I'm
of
doing
this
okay. How are you?
pandemic? I'm good. I'm good. It was I
Is
don't
it
know.
16 already?
Yeah, it is. I just counted it. It's like feels like 6 years, but yeah, it is. I think everybody's feeling it. It's getting long, but we
Week
still
number
have to.
16.
Yeah, but we still have to keep on keeping on and doing what we have to do to protect ourselves because
Well,
we may be getting tired, but
but
unfortunately, the virus is not.
it's not, but at the same time, it's getting much better. We've had a good week. It's been under 200 new cases in Ontario every day. So it's getting
Okay.
better here anyways, like not
Well,
in the
here, yeah,
States, but here it's,
unfortunately not.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we have a nice show today, people. As usual,
Positive show.
as yes, I'm gonna put
Positive.
the link in the. Whoops, that's the wrong link. Disregard this link. I'm gonna delete this comment. I'm gonna put the link so you guys can come on if you are interested. You can come on video and you can talk with our guest and ask questions. You can also just simply ask your questions in the chat box. We will get to them as quickly as we can. We're talking Canada Day today. That's why I'm wearing my red.
Oh my goodness, and I am not. That's not right. I should have put mine on too. Well, it is coming up. It's coming up this Wednesday
It is.
already.
It is. And as much of the stuff that's happening, Canada Day had to be kind of rethought and
That's a good word.
reinvented.
Yep.
And that's exactly what the team at the Canada Day Committee did. So this morning we're going to be talking with Amanda Briso, who's the chair of the Canada Day Committee. So let's welcome Amanda to the show. Good morning.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, we're thrilled. Like, we were so happy to hear that Canada Day is going to take some form, some shape, and has actually gone virtual, correct?
Absolutely. So the committee at first, everybody was so sad. We had so many comments about Canada Day being canceled completely. So we went back to the drawing board, and let me tell you, we had about 20 ideas, but we landed on a really solid, great virtual one.
That's awesome. So explain to us what this looks like.
Okay. So the day is quite similar to what we normally would have on our band shell. So basically we took what we normally do on our band shell and we have now made it so that you're going to be able to stream it and watch it. We have some of the greatest bands around. We tried to stick local, obviously, grabbing all those local bands who were so excited because they haven't played in so long. But basically, you're going to be able to tune in. It's going to be playing on your TV, as well as you'll be able to grab the link on their website and click on the link and it'll bring you in. So if you don't have Coach Go, that's okay. They're making it available to everybody that day.
Okay.
So you'll be able to click on there at 5 o'clock and it is going to run right through till about 10:30. You're going to get your wonderful welcoming speeches from our dignitaries in the city of Cornwall. You're going to get to we did a couple interviews. We did an interview with none other than Roy Nickel. So we grabbed Roy Nickel and we made him come in and tell us a little bit about how he got to where he is today. So it was just a nice, frank talk. It was really nice. You don't get to see Roy in that way on Canada Day. Usually he's just behind those drums and he's playing us music. This year, not the case. You're going to get to actually hear a little bit about how he became who he is. And he talks about his family and all different kinds of things. So that's just a nice addition that we normally wouldn't get to do. So people will get to kind of get a little bit more personal with some of the people they know.
Right. That's really awesome because, yeah, like you said, it's something that you would not normally see, and it gives you the opportunity to get to know them, local people. So that's awesome.
He's a true blue local guy, and a lot of people wouldn't know that until they hear him talking. And He's born and raised. He worked at the mill here at the paper factory. So,
Yeah.
but a lot of people, you don't know that unless you actually get a chance to talk to him. So this was nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So how did it take place? Like, how did you organize all this?
So
And I'm sure, like, did you have the same budget as you would have normally have?
no.
Yeah, the budget was probably cut, eh? But
So unfortunately, this year, we usually do fundraising, and we usually have, I would say, about 50 businesses in Cornwall that send us checks, and it's just every year they send their $100 or $200 donation to Canada Day. Well, this year, because of what we went through, that wasn't happening. So we didn't let it get us down. We just modified the way we work things, and we did end up getting some funding from Canadian Heritage. So this is a government program that helps out Canada Days all over Canada. And so they were giving us the funds we needed to do something. So that's kind of what got our juices flowing, having a little bit of money there. But the big thing is that we needed the support, believe it or not, of your TV. Doing this for Canada Day, it was very hard for us to decide, like, how are we going to live stream this? How are we going to get this to the people? And I won't lie, Bill Makinson, an artist in his own words, he really put this together for us and made it so we can get it out there to everybody. So he was a big part of it. And our committee kind of dwindled. We were really respecting social distancing. So we really only had 4 committee members do this. And it's just so that we can stay distanced, we can stay apart, didn't have to have too many meetings. So basically Lauren Taillon from the city handled everything before everything leading up to the day. And then Terry Muir helped me get my bands. The guy has so much experience with bands and events. So he booked all of our bands. And then I was that go-between scheduling and being there that day. And we kind of threw this together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know, if there's one organization that during this pandemic has really shined, I want to say it's Your TV. They have been doing so much, and they've been keeping the people informed, and they're gone above and beyond anything that's asked from them for to make this better, you know. So
they truly
kudos to Your TV.
Because they really did put aside that needing to, you know, like we pay for cable. And they put that aside so many times this year to allow people who don't even have their cable system, not paying for it, to view their programming. So I'm so grateful, because it wouldn't have happened without them. Yeah.
So
now you actually, there is a little bit of an addition too, I guess. You're giving out some prizes from what I hear. So how's that working?
Well, we want to really just still see everybody and see how they're celebrating their Canada Day. We get so many people at the park every year. They're dressed to the nines, red everywhere, flags on their faces. They're having a great time. And we don't want to miss that this year. So we're giving people an opportunity to send us their pictures. The link is going to be actually on the City of Cornwall website. So they're going to help us by handling that. They have a broader audience than basically our page. So they're going to handle it. They're going to get all these pictures. We're going to showcase them. And then we're going to just pick random people that are going to win prizes, just Canada Day baskets.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We still want to see people. We're still hoping that people, even though they're in their homes, even though they're not celebrating normal, we want them to be in their backyards. We want them to put their Canada flags up. We want to see how they're celebrating.
Yeah. And hopefully Mother Nature is going to participate, and hopefully it'll be a nice day, you know.
We're hoping. But you know what? If anybody who's ever been down at the park on Canada Day, for the last 5 years that I've been doing Canada Day, there's always something.
Yeah.
It's either way too hot or it's pouring rain on us.
But that doesn't stop people, right?
Never. We're a huge crowd out there every year.
Oh yeah, I remember a couple of years ago, it was like so hot during the day, and then everybody came at night. Like it was the most amazing thing that beer tent was just packed.
Yeah, well, that was the year that we were down there with the 3D thrill rider, and yeah, it was hot. We died all afternoon. It was hot.
You know what's hot when the little kids, when they're going in the bouncy castles and they have to take their shoes off to go in, and they're bouncing, not because they want to, but because it's so hot that they want to get their feet off the plastic.
It's burning their feet.
That was the year, I think, the slides and everything came down sooner too, because they couldn't use it.
They were so hot. It was just bad.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. We can't sort of win. It's either raining or it's really hot, but we work with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So
what about the fire? I don't know if you can ask. What about the fireworks? How is that gonna?
So there's a couple options for fireworks this year. At the end of our program, we do have last year's fireworks at the end. So they were videotaped. We have a few minutes of last year's, I think about 10 minutes of last year's fireworks that were taped. We're going to be showing it at the end of this year's program. So when the band's finish, we'll throw off last year so they can watch them virtually. But I do want to also say that the Canadian Heritage, that's kind of supporting every Canada Day this year, they will have some virtual Canada Day fireworks as well. And they'll be running on CBC.
Okay.
So CBC, if people want to tune into CBC, there will be a whole bunch of firework displays meshed together and thrown out there for people.
Nice.
Yeah. So they're going to get a touch of everything. It's going to be really different, but it could be really fun too. So
yeah,
it could be, just fire up the old barbecue and throw on some hot dogs and hamburgers and just, make do.
It's awful, but I'm excited that I'm not going to be down there dying for like 18 hours. I'm celebrating with everybody else this year.
Yeah. Can't blame you.
Yeah. Sure.
So it starts at 5, you said? 5 p.m.?
It's going to be starting at 5 o'clock, and then we're going to run from there. I think it's till 10:30. It's actually still being kind of guessed a little bit, but it should run till 10:30.
How many bands do you have?
We have 9.
Oh, wow.
We have 9 bands. Some of them are solo artists. For example, we have Nick Sege and Mike McEnany. They came in and played solo.
Okay.
And that was because that's the way they usually are. So we got them in. And then we have bigger bands, obviously. We have Shake the Tree featuring Rodney Rodney. Yeah. He was their guest singer that day. So we have bigger bands, like 4 and 5 piece bands as well coming in. So as the day goes on, those bigger, louder bands will be the ones we'll play for sure.
So my understanding is that you pre-recorded all this. So with the social distancing and all the things in place, how did that look?
You know what? It was tricky. It was 2 very long days. I know that Maylise knows this because Sheldon was our sound guy, helping to feed the sound to your TV. And we spent 2 very long days because we could only have a band at a time. Then they had to leave. A new band would come in. And so it was very social distance. There was only 5 or 6 people at a time in the Benson Center in the turf area. So it actually, when you're looking at the video, it looks like they're on the grass. And we did take our landmark Canada Day flag from the band shell and we brought it to the Benson Center.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
You're going to have that landmark that you're used to seeing on Canada Day. It's up. It's our backsplash of this event. We couldn't really, honestly, ladies, we couldn't have asked for better. I think this is top notch right now for what the pandemic we're in. This is going to be a really great performance.
That's awesome, Amanda. Now I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope more people get excited. I hope as the day goes on, people start streaming, and I think they're going to love what we have planned.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it worked. It worked well. Like I was kind of wondering how it was going to work too, but like say Sheldon came home. It was long days because I think he got home at 10 and 11 o'clock both days that you guys did it, but you pulled it off and it was awesome.
Yeah. You know what? I think the bands had a little bit of a harder time playing because they don't have an audience or people cheering. So their end of their songs was different for them.
Yeah.
Without people cheering. So you would have seen if you were there, a lot of the Canada Day committee, we were all like secretly like, but we were all like, yeah, keep going. So, but it was definitely different for the bands to play like that. But they were so happy. Some of the bands said, oh my gosh, we haven't played together in 4 months. Like this was a deal for them.
I was just going to say that apparently some of the bands hadn't even practiced for months and they still came together really well.
Yeah, because they were all social distancing. Like all of us, they're kind of just being an introvert and staying in the house. So this opportunity came and they were like, please, yes, we want to do it. But it took them time to kind of get their swing together when they got there. So.
But it must be like riding a bike.
Yeah, I think so. Some of the bands were very critical of themselves, and I'm like, oh no, that was fantastic. It's hearing it, and it sounded really great in the Benson Center. Like the sound in there was just amazing, much different than you're used to hearing at the park. At the park, it's very separated. It's very big area, but in that room we were in the turf, it was like wow. It sounded fantastic. So
that's great.
I can't wait. It's going to be a good production.
We're excited to hear it.
Yes, we are. Thank you so much for joining us today, Amanda.
No problem. Thank you, ladies, so very much.
So if anybody wants any extra information, is there anywhere they can go?
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you that the city has been wonderful because they've been getting a lot of calls about Canada Day. So we have Emma, the person that handles quite a bit of their social media and their website. Okay. She is going to be throwing all the most accurate information out. She's on the committee essentially right now, taking all the information she can and getting it out through the city page. So that's where you're going to find a big part of your information, your links, your everything will be right there for you.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll make sure we attach the link and people can see. And of course, watch on Cogeco TV. Well, Your TV it's called now. I always say Cogeco TV.
Me too.
So Your TV and streaming online. So
absolutely.
Thank you, Amanda.
5 o'clock onwards this Wednesday. Thank you so much, Amanda.
All right. See you around.
Bye.
Okay. Well, that is pretty awesome.
Yeah, because what was awesome, I mean, they did this all last minute too. Like it wasn't something that was pre-planned because from what you heard, they didn't really know what avenue they were going to go with this year. I mean, we didn't even know if there was going to be anything this year. So
I'm so happy that they actually came up with something and did something because it is so needed. I mean, it is so needed for everybody's mental health,
Yeah.
We need something.
Sheldon got the call just a few weeks ago and it was just, okay, let's do it, It was good.
Yeah. So this is a little bit of good news after the fact that we got the little bit of bad news last week that RibFest was not going to be happening. Which was, I partake in RibFest every year. So it was kind of like a heartbreaking moment for me as a personal individual, as well as an organization. It's, it was, but they feel that the money, they feel that the restaurants have suffered a lot in the area. So the money should be staying in the area. But anyway, we'll see where it goes.
It is what it is, but I felt really bad for the restaurants yesterday afternoon when did it pour around.
My God.
It was like 20 to 5. We were actually going to head over to my mom's just to, because my dad's in the hospital again, and just to kind of give her a little bit of positivity. So we were going to go over, and then it's like, I don't think we're even going to go out the house. It was like torrential here. Like it was like a river.
I know.
Going
I know. I was actually outside because we were going to Walmart and got into the truck, and then it started raining like crazy like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, like where did this come from? You couldn't even see like
No.
a foot in front of you. It was so hard. And the tree came down like right on 4th
did it?
Street. Yeah, they had
Oh
like
my
the
God.
fire trucks and everything.
But all
Yeah,
I could think of was all those poor people that had just sat down on the patios to have supper. And I'm going like, what
oh,
happens? Do they just run off? Get in the, because I don't know, can they
they
go
can't
in?
go in.
They can't go in the restaurant. So what did they do? Just run for their cars or just sit there and wait? I have no idea.
I
That
don't know.
would be
I hope they looked at the weather forecast before going out. I know that when we drove by earlier today, Edwards Bistro didn't have their tables out. So
Well, they didn't. They might have
no.
known. But then 5:30, we were sitting outside in our backyard in the sunshine.
I know it was a weird day yesterday.
It was
Really
like
weird day.
beautiful. It was beautiful. It
Mhm.
all disappeared and everything dried up really fast. But yeah, that was, but you know what? Our poor bits of burnt grass really needed that.
Yeah,
They
no
needed
kidding.
that drink. So I'm hoping it helped a little bit.
Yeah,
Because I don't know about you, but we've got sporadic burnt grass.
yeah,
don't
we
really
do too.
have anything much.
It's
Crunchy.
looking pretty sad.
It is. It's and it's not usually like this. This is June. Usually the end of July we're kind of looking like this, but not in June. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I'm an
been a
avid gardener, so it really upsets me to see this.
it's a it's a weird year
It is.
in more ways than one.
It is for sure. But no, I'm happy that Canada Day is taking place in the virtual platform. So
Yes. So if you're just joining us right now, we talked with Amanda Brisson from the Canada Day Committee. She's the chair of the Canada Day Committee, and so Canada Day is going virtual this year, and you'll be able to watch the show on your TV and live streaming on Facebook, I believe. So
yeah. So get out all your red gear and
your
paint
beer,
face
your
and
barbecue.
yeah. And take pictures because they want to see pictures, and some of these pictures are going to be winning prizes. So make sure
Yay.
you send them in.
Absolutely.
I guess we're going to put the link for where they have to send it. I guess it's all going to the city page. So
Yes, I put the link to the city page already. So yeah.
any questions? Look at that page. Well, that was good. I'm glad we could get her because I know she's a pretty busy lady between that and her real estate sales, and so I'm glad we could get her because I think they're really going to start promoting that event today. I'm sure because it's in like 2 days, Wednesday.
Yeah, it is.
Coming up fast.
Well, I was lucky on Friday, I think it was. I saw a little tidbit of news that came from CTV, and they had some information about the Canada Day in Cornwall. So I just I posted it on The Secret right away because I had seen it on CTV.
Yeah, because of course, secret events happenings. We're trying to get out as much news about what's going on as we can. So
Absolutely.
So I'm not lying too. If you've got something happening, please send an email to info@thesika.ca or go on our website, thesika.ca, into events and post your event because we still want to let people know what's going on in the community.
Yes. Do you know of anything happening in the next little while?
Other than Canada Day? Not really. What are you tired? You had a late
I just had a little yawn there. Excuse me while I go to sleep.
I'm not really sure, but I know we do have some virtual events on our site. I mean, people are still popping up doing their. Rodney Rivette is very regular with his dad Andre doing the karaoke and stuff like that is still going on, story times, but please send us your events if you're having something. And there was, I believe, Riverdale had a community yard sale this past
Okay.
Saturday. So those have started, and driving around, I saw a few yard sales. I'm still myself a little leery. I do like yard sales, but I have two reasons not to go, because I'm a little paranoid still, and I have way too much stuff to get rid of myself.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
can't be getting
You
any
don't
more
want to get any more
no,
stuff.
no.
Uh,
We went through whenever my daughter and my son left to move, they left us with a lot of stuff that they couldn't take. So we kind of looked at some of it, and I've got boxes and boxes and boxes to get rid of before I can go buying anymore. So
so you need a yard sale yourself.
I do, but you know what? I'm not ready for that yet either. So we'll see. Or unless when we can start donating. Because I think, oh,
Yeah.
did I disappear?
No, you're right there. I still see you.
Because I can't see myself at all. I think I've disappeared on the screen somehow.
Well, I see you just fine.
Well, I'm glad you do, because I don't see myself. Just 1 second. Let me just reset. Am I there?
Yeah, you're here.
Well, I have a totally black screen, so I can't see myself. I hope I look okay.
You look just fine.
But yeah, I was saying, because I think from what I've seen, Serendipity is taking things now, and I think Maison Baldwin House, and I don't know about Agape, because again, I don't know who's taking donations, but I know I've got a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people do too. So
So school's over.
it is. My two little grandsons are they did their last day of schooling, so I actually got to see them on this, looking at their screen. It was kind of neat, because they're so serious when they're doing school.
Well, I'm glad yours are. Mine are not serious at all when they do school.
Super serious. It was so funny to see them. And then they sit there and they have their little hand out waiting for the teacher's attention so they can speak and stuff. So it was cute.
Yeah, it was a very different school year for sure.
Mhm.
Thank God kids can adapt really quickly, and so mine did not bad at all during this stuff. But I hear there's a lot of kids that are struggling with the new format, and I'm not sure what it's going to look like in September. But yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. We have no idea what's going to happen.
Okay,
yet.
we got to be positive. We got to stop dropping into this negative stuff.
It's going to happen. Kids are going to be back in school.
Well, I saw my little grandson yesterday. I went and dropped by. John made some briskets, so we dropped off some brisket to the kids, to Josh and to Kyle, and so I dropped by and put my mask on and went to say hi to my little grandson. Yeah.
So how is he doing now? He's
very good. Like, yeah, everything is doing great. He's like 100% back to normal, and no problem feeding. He's and he's a big boy. He's like and he's so cute, and he was so red yesterday. She has like his skin is all red, like he's really dark. Like it's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It reminds me of my kids when they were born. They were pretty dark too, like from John's side, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
But
because Kyle and his girlfriend, they don't have, their skin is quite fair.
She's got native in her lineage, so he's taking from her side. Yeah, and her father is pretty tall, so I think the boy is going to be pretty tall too. He's a big boy. Yeah.
Oh, cute
as a button.
Makes you want to have one of your own again, eh, Julia?
No thanks. I got enough of 5. That's enough.
Exactly.
I did my share for Canada. I gave them like 5 taxpayers, so future taxpayers. Yeah.
5 guys free. Well, that was my phone ringing. Sorry about that. I was trying to shut everything off.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was trying to find some stuff for us to talk about, but it's been a pretty quiet week.
It has. I'm still trying to get you back on the screen, and you can see me, but my screen is completely black. I don't know why. Let me just fiddle for a minute because I don't like not seeing.
Okay. So my lease is fiddling.
Let me fiddle for a minute because I don't know how to get this back. I'm just, I don't want to turn it off either. I don't know. Just one second. Let me get my tech help, Sheldon, because I don't see you at all. I'm just going to walk over. Sheldon?
You're getting a tour of my Lisa's house right now.
Yeah, because I can't see anything.
Just turn it off back on. It's still black.
Oh, I'm back.
Bah.
Fiddle. Oh my goodness, that's not good.
There you
All
go.
right.
You're back.
That's a lot better that I can see everybody because I couldn't see anything. It was completely black. Couldn't get it to come back on. So did you find what else can we talk about?
I don't know.
Is there anybody got any ideas on what's going on? Do we have any comments? Do we have any messages?
There's no comments. It's very, very quiet this morning. Mark is here. So hi, Mark. And
hi, Mark.
Linda is here as well. Yeah, but there's no comments. It's been very quiet. So I think we're gonna make this
Wrap
show
it up?
we're just gonna wrap it up, make this show shorter, and do something bigger next week where we can invite some more guests and talk about more things. So if you have any comments or suggestions, or if you would like to see somebody on the show, please let us know. Send an email to info@theseeker.ca, and we're going to try to see if we can have them on.
Either that or you're just going to have to watch us play Pictionary again.
Right? Mark enjoyed that.
He did.
Sure.
Especially when I gave away
and
the
he had I don't know if you saw, but he had posted some pictures of the sip and scoop platters that he had gotten with the gift certificate that he got. So enjoyed it very much. Treated his mom, if I'm not mistaken. So
awesome. Good.
Always nice to know that we
actually I did, and I didn't let you know, but my daughter and I we actually got some sushi from that. I love
did
sushi.
you? Was it good?
Yeah, we did a little bit because I ordered 2 birthday suppers. So
Okay.
I figured before she leaves, I better get one of them in. So we did order from there, and it was actually very good. I was a little leery, I'm a little leery right now on doing stuff like that, but she said, "Mom, it's going to be okay. We order every 3 days." So I'm going, "Oh my God." She goes, and everything was good. It was really good.
Good.
It was really good, Julia. So at some point when things open up, we'll have to go and eat there.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a lot better eating there, but
yeah. I'm going to have to order from them too, because I've been meaning to try it, and I've been craving sushi, so I'll have to give it a try.
Yeah, it was very safe. I mean, they've got the hand sanitizers, they got the the plastic up, they got everything, so it was very safe, and the food was very good. So
we went last week. We did we treated the kids to hamburgers, and so we got them Burger King, and then John and I got some A&Ws, and I just couldn't believe, like, at Burger King, it was we pulled into the drive-through, and they're all wearing their mask, like, under their chin, like chin straps.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, what the heck are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be wearing this to. So Burger King is a big no-no for me anymore.
Well,
like,
that's
people know extensively how I feel about masks, so so I'm not gonna order from there again. Like, I'm sorry, but
yeah, that's not right. McDonald's yesterday, they all had their masks on because, of course, the grandsons wanted burgers, and I treated myself and Sheldon to a Big Mac because we hadn't had one since March.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But they all had their masks on. So again,
Absolutely, and A&W as well. And I mean, it's one thing if you're going to Walmart and you don't have a mask on, but if you're
in a
working
food place,
in the food
yeah,
industry, like, I mean, I don't even know if it's like is it mandatory? Like, isn't it mandatory in the food
you would
industry? It should be.
you would think so.
Yeah.
Think so.
So I wouldn't do that again.
Yeah, it's funny though how many people. I was just commenting with Sheldon. We were in the parking lot at Home Depot because did you see the pictures we got? We were on our property.
Yes, I
On, yeah,
did.
we were
I
on our property,
did.
so we got some of those big snippers so that we could make a little trail. But I was sitting in the parking lot at Home Depot, and so many people are wearing these new fancy chin straps. I don't know.
It kind of defies the purpose, and that proves the like a lot of people are saying, well, you're increasing the risks of infection if you're wearing a mask because, like, really, if you're wearing a mask, you're supposed to put the damn mask on and leave it on and not touch it until you're done what you're doing, and then you
Mhm.
take it off, like, really carefully, and then
Careful, yeah.
wash your hands, and that's it. So so yeah, it's proving those people who are saying, you're increasing your risk of infection. You should really just not, not wear it like that, or
Yeah, exactly.
it,
Because
it,
to me,
it
if
defies the
there's any,
purpose. Like,
well, if there's anything on it, surely you're going to be putting it on the rest of your face or in your mouth, or I don't know. I'm always so careful when I take that thing off not to touch it, and then we put it on the dash of the car because then the sunlight will hopefully kill whatever is on it. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
somebody had just commented about, was it the Wing House they had
yes,
ordered?
uh-huh. Get delivery from the Wing House. Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's another place.
Sadly, I haven't tried them yet either.
I know, and that's another place because I love wings. So
Yeah.
there's so many places I want to try, but it'll be nice when they are able to open back up somewhat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if you saw, but I saw a post from La Maison yesterday who was showing their patio, and they were
Okay.
saying that they're getting ready to reopen. So I'm not sure if that means that bars are going to be reopening, because I don't know if La Maison is doing food,
Amazon
are
has.
they?
I didn't. I think at one point they were. Maybe they still are. I know they have a nice big patio, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
I'm not sure either, but be
Something to
interesting
look
to
into.
see in the next few weeks where it goes. But they got to be very careful, man. You're looking down at Texas, and bars were open. They had to reclose everything because it's getting really, really bad down there.
Well, haven't they closed stuff again in Florida as well?
I
I think
think so.
Florida.
I believe that Florida has closed their bars as well, and not sure about restaurants. I think restaurants cannot operate at more than 50% capacity.
Wow.
But I mean, they've been seeing like 8,000, 9,000 new cases daily in Florida and in Texas as well. Like my family in Texas received how we receive the Amber Alerts on the phone.
Yep.
They got an alert on their phone in San Antonio, telling them that hospitals are nearing capacity, and
Oh, geez.
stay home, wear a mask, don't go out unless you really, really have to. And yeah. So it's can you imagine? Like, you're getting a message on your phone saying that your hospital is at near capacity. You can't, they can't take no more.
That is scary. That is scary. Like, we're so fortunate that everybody has been good in Cornwall, and I mean, there's
Everywhere,
cases.
like in Ontario, we've been overall
Yeah.
like really, really good.
Like, we do have cases, but I mean, it's staggered so the hospitals can handle it, and people on the whole are being very good here. So
Well,
we,
it's all about identifying the cases,
yeah,
you know, tracing their people that they've seen, contact tracing,
yeah,
identifying, isolating, and then you can control this darn thing, because you don't allow the virus to go further away. Like
Mhm.
if you have it today, you're not showing symptoms, and I see you, and then you get sick tomorrow, and they know, they'll ask you everybody that you've been
Yep.
in contact with, and then they'll call me and they'll tell me to stay in quarantine for 14 days. Like I
Yep.
have to isolate until, like we've seen this with Go Feed Me a lot, where people call to get their deliveries, and
Mhm.
they're actually people who have been in contact with a known case, and they're just
Okay.
simply isolating. I had a long chat with one lady, and she was saying, no, I have to stay in my home. I cannot get out. And they call her every day to monitor and to make sure that
Oh.
they're okay. So, it's a big it's a big ordeal, but they're doing it, and
Yeah.
they're making sure that the people don't get sick and that the people stay home. So they call them every
Yeah.
day to remind them, don't go out. You're at day number 2. Are you
Oh,
feeling? Are
that's good.
you showing any symptoms? And if they are showing symptoms, and they test them all, by the way, they test them all right
Okay.
away too, but you know how it is. Like you can be
Mhm.
negative one day and then positive the
Yeah.
next. So
Yeah.
but yeah, they're really doing a good job at monitoring everybody. So that's
Well, that's good to know because I know if they say self-isolate,
yeah.
you should
We're
self-isolate. But if they're
Texas,
checking, what's that?
in Texas. I don't know if you've seen, but I posted a video yesterday about this gentleman who drives a truck um, across the country. So he's
Mm-hmm.
one of the essential workers that are doing deliveries, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
produce and stuff. Anyways, he was down in Texas to pick up some stuff, and
Okay.
he had an accident while he was down there with his rig. So because the other person went to the hospital, he also had to go and get a test, because with these big companies it's always mandatory to get a drug and alcohol test if you got an
Yeah.
accident, just to make sure that you weren't under the influence.
Yeah.
So his company sent him to an urgent care center,
Mm-hmm.
and so he went in there, and he said that while he was in there waiting for his test, there's 4 people that went to this clinic for a COVID test with
Mm-hmm.
symptoms,
Mm-hmm.
and they did not have insurance, or they did not have the money to pay for the test, which is $199, and
Okay.
they were turned away.
Oh my goodness.
So the cases that we hear about are only the cases that are covered by insurance or that have the money and that are getting their tests.
Oh my goodness.
So
So
more people
there's,
were actually out in the population with symptoms, and you can only hope and pray that these people have the common sense to isolate and not go
yeah.
anywhere. But yeah, I, I was like floored. Like no
Yeah,
wonder they have a freaking
but yeah.
outbreak the way they have it.
So what scares me is those people that do have it, if they end up going to the hospital and they don't have the money or the insurance, then what happens? They just get turned away.
I
That's
don't
just
know, but
awful.
I'm seeing horror stories after horror
That is
story about,
awful.
like, you know, there's my sister-in-law's sister had posted something on her wall about her friend and his adventure to the hospital, which was like a complete mess. Like they don't know what to do with them.
Well,
So
Positive
scary.
things.
Positive,
oh,
positive.
we're being told that we're veering on to the not positive. We don't even say
Sorry,
that.
sorry, people. We're trying to motivate ourselves. Thank God
Yep.
we live in Ontario, and thank God we live in Canada.
Yeah,
It is,
exactly.
they have a whole, like, people can criticize this government as much as they want. Fact of the matter is, they did a damn good job at
keeping us all
flattening the
safe.
curve, and yeah,
Exactly.
and keeping us safe. So
Yeah.
thanks, Prime Minister
Yeah.
Trudeau and Premier Ford,
Yeah.
for your leadership.
Yeah, they're doing an awesome job. It's just listening to them is comforting. Like you feel like we're actually doing something.
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
It
It's all
is.
good. So new week,
week number 16, like we had said.
Number 16, Canada Day week. Don't forget to watch Canada Day show on your TV or online.
Yep.
It'll be
On
interesting.
Wednesday
Fun.
from
Yep.
5 o'clock onwards, and make sure you paint your faces, wear all your red stuff, party in your backyard because
Yeah.
you're winning prizes.
There's no reason not to celebrate. Like, we should celebrate Canada. Canada is a great country. Actually, it made it to the top 12 of the countries that handled the situation the best. Like,
Oh, I just want to show you something. Just bear with me for 1 minute.
Okay. Okay, I'm curious now. What is she going to show me? Oh my gosh. There you go.
There we go. I've got a little something going on here.
You always do these little things. Like, you
I saw it yesterday and I thought, yeah, this is good.
there you go. You might win a prize with that one.
Oh, I'm thinking I might have to do a little bit more than that, but it's a start.
To be in your backyard, though.
Oh, and I have to be in my backyard, not in my kitchen.
Oh, okay. Which backyard are you going to choose? The new one or?
Well, we could do the new one. Yes, we have a lot of trees, a lot of new friendly mosquitoes going on. Did you see our little hats, our little mosquito hats? Quite
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, you would
Fashion
have to
statement.
wear that over there, eh? It's pretty woodsy.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I didn't like, in my mind, I didn't see it as a wooded piece of land. I thought it was more like flat,
Oh God, no.
really-
We have to make a trail
really
to get in there. It's completely wooded, so it's going to take a lot of clearing. That's why we'll probably look at building next year because
Yeah.
we have to prepare it. But no, that's why we liked it because we want to be in nature. We want to have trees around us. We want to have a nice little driveway to go into the house. Like, oh, it's woodsy. You
It
saw
is. It's very woodsy. Like, I was surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
There must be a lot of mosquitoes there.
Oh, there was, but you got that nice woodsy smell too, like that smell of nature. I don't know, it's just so nice. You just feel like you're in another world.
So when are you moving in with the trailer?
When we have enough land to put it on.
Okay.
We've got to clear it and flatten it and this and that because
Yeah.
you're climbing over tree branches and things like that. There's a lot to do.
Yeah.
It's so
Wow.
exciting. So
Yeah.
I think we'll be doing our Canada Day party here in our backyard.
And Katrina is leaving when?
She's leaving Thursday morning.
Okay.
Thursday morning, and she'll have a 5-day drive back home. But
Wow.
yeah, it's long. But I'll be nervous till she gets to her door. But yeah, the little guys want to spend Canada Day with their dad, so she's down here so that they can stay for Canada Day, and then they'll leave.
Yeah.
She's anxious to get back. She says she's
had enough.
she loves visiting Cornwall and seeing everybody, but she really enjoys Calgary now.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
become a big city girl.
We're thinking about visiting this year. I don't
The
know.
problem is though, there's not too much open. Like she says, if you go
I
there
know.
to visit,
It's just for the
there's
sightseeing.
there's nothing much to see because everything is still closed, just like here. So I mean, unless you're visiting somebody, or the scenery apparently is beautiful, but
Yeah.
I don't
That's-
think you can get into.
That's what it
many
would be for. Like, we'd be going for the scenery just to watch, because we usually always go down to Texas in the summertime, and this year we ain't going nowhere near
No.
anywhere in the States. So yeah, so we're thinking maybe. Well, we'll see. Anyways,
Well, I saw pictures of Banff, and it's
Banff
certainly
is
beautiful.
I've
Oh my
seen it when I was like a kid. I don't remember much of it. I remember big trees. Like, I remember our entire family could not wrap around a tree,
Oh,
holding our hands. Like, we could not.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
the trees are humongous.
well, we have the
And-
2 big trees on our lot too, but not like that.
There's about 20 of them like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, no, there's more than two, but we just had a picture beside two of the bigger ones. No, and the mountains look beautiful too, because I know the kids have been to Banff, so.
Yeah. But I read somewhere that Banff, the park was closed even.
And I
So,
think everything is.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll take it one day at a time. That's all we can do right now. Take it one day at a time.
Exactly, exactly. Although you could go to Six Flags in Montreal.
No thanks. No thanks. No
I
thanks.
can.
I'm still waiting for I opened a ticket with them to try to put my memberships on hold.
Mhm,
Because I have no intention. I saw a video of how they're reopening and what reopening looks like, and
mhm.
that is not going to a theme park. Like I'm sorry, but that's just like it's crazy. And I mean, I understand why they're doing it. It's important that they stay safe and that
Yeah.
they take all the precautionary measures. But at the same time, like I mean, it's like everybody has to have a mask, and I don't see how this is sustainable. I don't see how they're gonna, you know, keep on.
Sanitize everything and clean everything
Well,
and
it's all nice in theory, and the video looks awesome, but I don't know if you've gone to Six Flags recently, but
no.
usually the employees don't do like they don't go above and beyond. They do the bare minimum.
Mhm.
They have a lot of work, and so I'm thinking um it's gonna
Oh,
get
stay positive, stay positive.
yeah, well, I'm I'm not gonna go to Six Flags, let's put it that way. No, not for me. And I can't believe it's open in Texas. Like Six Flags
It's
are open.
still open. They didn't close it with all
I
this
haven't
going
seen it
on.
close, and they have been open for a few weeks now, and they just barely reopened them.
Wow.
So you have to make reservations and everything, but so they're limiting the amount of people that
Yeah,
are at the
good.
park at any given time. But yeah, it's just not the same thing. This is not like let's put it this way. This is not what I signed up for when I took my passes.
Well, let's hope next year looks better. We'll see
I hope so.
what
I hope
happens
so.
day at a time.
Yep, exactly. All right. Well, I guess that's going to be it for us this morning. And
All right.
we'll
Enjoy Canada Day.
yeah, enjoy Canada Day. And please, please, please let us know if you have any suggestions for topics that you would like to talk about. Send us an email at info@theseeker.ca. We're pretty sociable, so
Sociable, eh?
sociable. We're
Sociable.
very sociable. All right, people. We'll see you again next week. Have a great week.
And a super duper day. Bye.
Bye.